Oh, you want a version that feels like a real American just pouring their heart out. The whole thing delivered as one uninterrupted wave of storytelling. Sometimes rushing, sometimes pausing to breathe, sometimes even sarcastic or broken up by a sigh or a dark chuckle. All the drama, the humanity, the injustice, and, finally, the bittersweet victory, without ever losing that conversational, deeply personal voice. No YouTube channel names, no part, labels, no robotic chunks. Just one big, honest flow from start to finish, with the hook right up front, the cinematic highs and lows, a twist or two, and a call to action at the end. Here goes. What is a thug like you doing in this neighborhood with a package that clearly isn't yours? I'm sick of you people bringing crime to our streets. That's what she screamed, loud enough for the whole street to hear. Not a shred of shame. Not even a "can I help you?" Just straight out the gate with all her cards on the table, full throttle, racist, and ugly. I wish I could say that kind of thing surprises me these days. But let's be real, it doesn't. Still, when you hear it coming at your own kid, it's like a punch you never see coming. So, picture this. My son, just 17, standing on our own front lawn, dreads tied back, hoodie with his favorite anime, basketball shorts, looking every bit the excited kid he is. He's a tech geek, obsessed with every spec and upgrade, saving for months, extra chores, neighbors' lawns, even pawning his old games, just to finally buy himself that new flagship phone. And today's the day, right? He's been tracking that Amazon delivery like it's Christmas Eve, and he's 6 again. Soon as he sees the blue van pull up, he rockets out the door, grinning like a maniac, and the driver's trudging up the driveway, box in one hand, scanner in the other, looking about as beat as you'd expect from someone who delivers boxes for a living. They meet at the edge of our lawn. It should have been a sweet moment. But that's when she comes, blonde tornado, rage on her face, marching across her grass like she owns the whole damn block. I'm watching from the window, smiling at my son's excitement. And then, bam, her voice cuts through the air like an air raid siren. My kid freezes, smile wiped clean off his face. The driver's got this look like, I'm not paid enough for this circus. My son manages a quiet, I'm sorry, what? But he's not the confrontational type. He's the kind of kid who apologizes if you step on his foot. She snarls, right up in his space, jabbing a perfect French manicured finger at the box. That's an expensive phone. I've seen your kind casing this neighborhood for weeks. You think you can just have stolen goods dropped off in broad daylight? Not happening. She's built this whole Netflix crime show in her head in the time it takes most people to sneeze. The Amazon guy tries to help. Ma'am, this package is for this address, matches the name, holding up his scanner like it's some sacred scroll. But she's not interested in logic. Her mind is already made up, fueled by whatever cable news garbage she's been mainlining. The look on my son's face, God, it killed me. Confused, humiliated, all that joy gone, just because of the color of his skin and the fact he's got dreads and a hoodie. I'm already halfway to the door, heart pounding, but wondering if me, 6 feet 2 inches, black, not exactly small, coming out is going to calm things or make it worse. And before I can even open the door, things take a nosedive. There's my son, the driver, and Karen, because what else would you call her? Driver's trying again, professional but strained. Ma'am, I've verified everything, please step back. But she just scoffs. You're probably in on it. This is how they do it now, working with the drivers. I'm calling the police. She's digging in her purse, her eyes darting, looking for her phone like she's about to bust a cartel. My son finds his voice. It's my phone, I bought it, my Amazon account, my dad's card, we live here. He gestures at our house, like maybe reality will suddenly break through to her. Nope. If anything, she just gets angrier. Liar, she shrieks. And then, this is the part I'll never get. She lunges not at my son, but at the driver. Swipes at his hand. The box flies, spins through the air like it's happening in slow motion, lands with a sickening crack right on the edge of the driveway. Silence. Everyone just stops. The driver's mouth is hanging open. My son's staring at the box like it's a horror movie. Even Karen looks surprised at herself for half a second. There's a heartbeat of hope. Maybe the packaging saved it. My son kneels, hands shaking, opens the box, and there it is, a spiderweb of cracks across the brand new screen. You know that sound a person makes when their heart breaks? That's what I heard from my boy right then. The driver, God bless him, finally snaps. Ma'am, you just destroyed private property. You assaulted me and broke his item. You are in so much trouble. He's lost the calm, pointing his scanner at her like a weapon. Karen, though? Zero remorse. He deserved it. It was probably stolen anyway. I did this neighborhood a favor. She crosses her arms, smug as can be. That's when I burst out the front door, no more thinking, just dad mode, protective as a grizzly. Everyone looks at me, my son with relief, the driver like I'm the cavalry, and Karen with this satisfied little smirk, like she's just called backup on Law and Order. She literally points at me. See? Here comes the rest of the gang. I knew it. I go straight to my son, kneeling beside him, trying to be calm even though I want to tear the whole world apart. It's okay, son. It's just a thing. Are you hurt? He can't answer, just shakes his head. It wasn't about the phone anymore. It was about the injustice, the humiliation. The Amazon guy nods. I saw everything. My truck camera caught it, too. Relief, for a split second. Evidence, thank God. But Karen's already on the phone. Yes, 911. I need police now. 2 large, aggressive men. They're threatening me. Theft ring. I'm afraid for my life. I think they might have weapons. She's crying crocodile tears, giving our address, playing the role to perfection. I try to reason. Are you out of your mind? You're the one who attacked. But she's not hearing a word, just spinning her web. Sirens in the distance. Dread in my chest. The talk I've had with my son a dozen times about what to do when confronted by cops. Keep your hands visible. Don't argue. Don't make sudden moves. Just say yes, sir, and no, sir. Now it's real, not theory. Cops arrive, lights blazing, doors flying open. One old and weary, the other young and hungry for action. Karen goes full soap opera. They cornered me, threatened me. That one, points at my son, tried to steal my package. The father threatened me. The young cop's hand is on his gun, barking, hands where I can see them. Step away from the woman. Humiliation burns in my chest, standing on my own lawn, treated like a criminal. The older cop, thank God, tries to slow things down. Let's figure this out. Ma'am, what happened? But as Karen spins her fantasy, the officer's eyes flick between the evidence. Amazon truck, broken package, driver in uniform. The young one, though, is glued to us. What's in your hand? My phone. My son manages, showing the shattered screen. She broke it. The Amazon driver finally jumps in. Officer, I was delivering the package. The kid lives here. The woman started screaming, accused him, then knocked the box out of my hand. He adds, my truck camera recorded the whole thing. For a second, I think, maybe, just maybe, reason wins. But Karen shifts tactics, clutching her chest. I'm having chest pains. I think I'm having a heart attack. All this stress, please help. The young cop is all over her, coddling her, investigation forgotten. The old cop asks me my side. I explain everything, point to the Amazon driver, to the order on my phone. He's listening, but Karen's whispering poison to the young one. Always suspicious, loitering, bad feeling. The old cop shrugs. Proof of purchase? My son, hands shaking, pulls up the Amazon order. Address, credit card, everything matches. But the young cop is locked in. How do we know you didn't hack her account? I almost laugh out loud. It's so absurd. Karen jumps in. He's a computer whiz. Stole my identity. It's insane. But now the cops are arguing, the young one wanting to take my son downtown to get a statement. I'm pleading, furious, helpless. I know if I push harder, I'll end up in cuffs too. My son is cuffed, right there on our lawn, for nothing but existing. Karen, watching it all, is positively glowing with smug triumph. After the cruiser drives off with my boy, the street falls dead quiet. Karen just stares, satisfied, then tells a neighbor, maybe now we'll be safe. The Amazon driver, shaken, promises to help, even testify. Then George, our retired history teacher neighbor, steps up. He's got doorbell camera footage. For a second, hope flickers. But I still have to go get my son. At the station, everything's bleak. Forms, plexiglass, a bored desk cop who couldn't care less. I'm told to wait, then told to pay $500 bail for disturbing the peace. That's the price of being black in the wrong place, even if it's your own front yard. My son tells me later about the cold cell, the fingerprinting, feeling like an animal in a zoo. The humiliation, the fear, the way the system grinds you down until you start to wonder if maybe it is your fault. Back home, there's an HOA notice taped to our door, complaint filed for criminal activity and public disturbance. Guess who? Karen wants us out. I call a lawyer, Mr. Davies, and we get to work, civil rights, property damage, false report, all of it. But Karen is relentless, files a restraining order, spreads lies to the whole neighborhood, weaponizes the HOA to turn people against us. Frank, the Amazon driver, gets cold feet. Turns out Karen's husband has connections. Pressure comes down from Amazon corporate. The truck camera footage mysteriously gets erased. We're up against the machine now. HOA, cops, a corporation, and one mean lady with a grudge and all the right connections. My sister posts our story online. No names, just the truth. It blows up. Suddenly the internet is on our side. Local news picks it up. People are furious. Pressure mounts. Amazon finds the missing footage. The police, desperate to avoid a PR nightmare, start cooperating. Mr. Davies digs into Karen's history. Turns out she's got a long track record of targeting families of color, calling the cops for BBQs, mail, anything. The evidence piles up. Audio from George's camera, the truck video, testimony from Frank. Now that corporate's pulled off, a trail of racist complaints from her old neighborhood, and a mountain of HOA emails. The legal dominoes fall. Karen loses her seat on the board. Her neighborhood watch committee is shut down. The charges against my son are dropped unconditionally. And for once, the DA even apologizes. But my son? He's changed. The innocence, the sense of safety, it's gone. Even the day the new phone finally arrives, there's this tension, this shadow behind his eyes that no court verdict can fix. Karen faces civil court. Her lawyer tries to settle, but my son, bless him, says no. He wants justice, not a payout. We go to trial. The evidence is overwhelming. Frank testifies, my son testifies, the jury takes 2 hours. They find for us, big time. Karen is hit with a massive judgment. The news covers it. The HOA finds her, even moves to force her to sell her home. She's a pariah, her name a warning. But let's not kid ourselves. Victory doesn't feel like a party. It's just a deep, exhausted relief. We survived, but we're not the same. The world looks different now. The bubble's popped. We know justice is something you have to fight for, over and over, sometimes with everything you've got. And still, there are scars. So yeah, we won, but only because we had video, witnesses, internet outrage. Most families don't get that lucky. The fight isn't over, not for us, not for anyone. If you're listening, I want you to really think about this. Tell me, do you think this was justice? What would you have done? Do you believe things like this can change? Drop your thoughts below, tell your own story, debate it out, because the only way things get better is if we stop pretending this can't happen here. Because it did, and it does.